How are we feeling about last night's result? Look, we've had a day to reflect upon it. We got a point at the bridge, which before the game we would have taken that. You've got to listen to everything what I'm about to say and understand why this point is actually a good point in the long run. Yes, under the circumstances, it's not ideal. You know, a lot of people are going to be going mad about it. But look, you've got to look at the bigger picture end of the day. It's not one game out of 38 that we play to win. We want to win all 38. But unfortunately, if you look at the bigger picture, you ain't going to win 38. You may not even win 30 games, but these draws away, you'd rather draw them than lose them. Let's not get it twisted. So look, how we're feeling about the result. We draw 1-1 away to Stamford Bridge against the world champions, let's not forget. The world champions, man. This world is huge. You know, you've got a few continents around. You've got over, 200 countries in the world. It's a massive, massive world, yeah? And we went to their playground. We went to their hometown. We went to their pitch, their stadium with their fans. Don't forget, world champions we went to play. And they couldn't beat us. And that's without our two central defenders in terms of first starters with Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba out. Don't forget, Gyökeres has obviously been out as well. Trossard, one of our best attackers this season. In fact, our best attacker was out this season as well. And the world champions couldn't do anything. All they tried doing is kicking our shins. You know, I bet you've heard that this weekend, haven't you? Kicking shins, trying to intimidate us, trying to even the game out, trying to get our men sent off. And it wasn't a football game. It was just a battle. And it was Chelsea got overexcited on the occasion. For them, it was their cup final. For us, it's just another game that we take off the calendar. Not take off as in it's a good result for us, because it's not. It's a good point in hindsight, the bigger picture. But Chelsea, don't get it twisted, was celebrating a draw. Let's not forget, at the full-time whistle, Chelsea was celebrating. You heard this roar as in the world champions have done something. They're celebrating a draw at their hometown, home pitch. It doesn't matter that they was playing against 10 men. If you're home, you don't ever celebrate a draw. Never. Never, ever do you celebrate a draw at home. Unless the circumstances are so wild. You're playing against the world champions. You're down to 9 or 8 men and you manage to get a draw. Then it's different. But you're playing against Arsenal. Apparently we're the shittest team around. Your team, your right back's better than our right back. Your centre forward's better than ours. Your goalkeeper's better than ours. Your defender's better than ours. You've got the best midfield in the world. So why are you celebrating a draw against us? Look, Chelsea did play well. They did play well, and I don't think a lot of teams will go there and win if they play with this mentality and this hunger. So that can only be a good thing for us, because that means they should hopefully be able to take some points from Man City. Obviously, they beat Liverpool, didn't they? Look, let's talk about Arsenal. So for me, Arsenal, we didn't turn up. Now, we didn't turn up at the bridge, but we still managed to get a point, and we still managed to upset them lot. Let's not forget we played against the world champions. That red card was rightly so given. Anthony Taylor did not want to give that. He obviously booked 3-4 of our players, 6 by the end of the game, and he was just looking for a red card. I think everyone with a football brain knew that somebody was getting sent off last night. I thought it would be one of ours, because by the time Caicedo got sent off, we had 3 on yellows and they had 1. And it was apparent that Zubimendi needed to go off, especially when Caicedo got the red and Rice fills in the number 6 position. I was saying that at half-time, bring Calafiori off for Skelly just to be safe, because Anthony Taylor's looking for the littlest of scratches and he's sending Calafiori off. And then Zubimendi has to go off. He's on a yellow. They're targeting our players. Rice can comfortably sit in there. If we didn't have Rice yesterday, we lose the game. It's simple as that. The way he is in those positions and comes back into position. There was a point where Hincapié was out of position because Luis Skelly's bombing forward and he's not getting back on time. And then I think it was Garnacho, Neto, I'm not sure who on the right, has pulled Hincapié out of position. So Declan Rice, out of all players, has come into his position. Not Mosquera. Declan Rice has fit in there. And that's the beauty of having Declan Rice. He's a phenomenal player, and 100 million, I'll pay that again. Arsenal will pay that again for him. He's unbelievable. Look, we didn't turn up. We got a point at the bridge at the start of the game. We would have taken that. Mikel Merino again, what a player, getting the all-important goal. Yes, Gyökeres could have scored at the end. Timber could have scored, but there's no point dreaming about it. It's done. There's no point. It happened last season when Trossard took it away from Havertz or vice versa. We didn't win the game. There's no point dwelling on it. Chelsea will. It was their cup final. They lost their cup final. For us, it's just another game. It's just another game. But I think Saka's got to turn up in these big games more this season. Obviously, he's got a top record against the so-called top six in terms of goals and assists. His contributions is second to none. But recently, he's got to do more. I know he's always got 2 or 3 on him, but that should open up space for other players. But Saka's got to find a way. I want him to perform at the level of what Salah did last season. I know it's a lot to ask for, but if we want to win this league and grab it by the scruff of the neck, we've got to just put these teams away. It's a massive opportunity missed as well. Don't get it twisted. It is, because there was down to 10 men. But you've got to look at the week we've had. We've played Tottenham. It's always a massive game. I know they're not on form, but it's a London derby. Anything's possible. Takes a lot out of you. Then we had Bayern Munich. We only had 2 days to prepare for that. Obviously, they've not even lost a game. Physically, mentally, it took a lot out of us. Chelsea played on Tuesday. We played on Wednesday. They had an extra day recovery and preparation. We didn't. And then we're going away to the Bridge. Look, if you would have asked us at the start of this week, you win 2 and draw 1 any day of the week, you would have ideally liked to have drawn the Bayern Munich game because we're more or less through in the top 8 there. But it is what it is. You would have taken it. All that means now is we go beat Brentford and we have to get a result at Villa. When I say a result, we need to get 3 points at Villa Park. It's as simple as that. We win one or the other. I said it before the Chelsea game. We either beat Chelsea away or Aston Villa away. We can't go into our third away game and not get a win. We drew against Sunderland 2-2, Chelsea 1-1, and now we got Villa next Saturday, but we've got Brentford on Wednesday. So look, we've got to stop conceding goals. I'm going to be critical. We've got to stop conceding goals. This is now a goal conceded. Every game we've played since Sunderland, we've conceded at least 1 goal. You're not going to win football matches if you concede. Like, if we had Gabriel and Saliba, it's a different game, and maybe we win this 1-0. But if you're conceding goals, you don't win football matches. You draw. Same with Sunderland. 2-2. We've got to stop conceding. Saka's got to turn up. Madueke's got to do a lot more. I know he scored against Bayern Munich. Rice has got to do what he's doing. Zubimendi's got to do what he's doing. And on Wednesday, Arteta's got to make a wholesale of changes. When I say wholesale, I don't really mean that, but I mean at least a few changes. And Saliba, man, why are we getting so many injuries in training? Why? I don't get it. No other team has the record of what we do when it comes to injuries, especially self-inflicted. And it's got to stop, man, because these injuries could effectively derail our season. And it could be a self-detonation rather than the teams fighting against us, And it's not ideal, man. I know it happens, but there's way too many. One comes in, one goes out. One goes out, one comes in. This is the thing about football. Last week, Madueke comes, and Gabriel obviously was, gone. Then Trossard goes off, and now Gyökeres and Gabriel Jesus is back, but Saliba's out. So, look, it's got to stop. Saliba's hopefully back for Brentford. If not, then he's back for Saturday at Villa Park. It is what it is. Like I said, you've got to look at the bigger picture. It is, it's going to hurt because there was down to 10 men, but it's a long season. Don't get it twisted. On another day, we would have lost this, even though they was down to 10 men. We was knackered. We was absolutely shattered. And look, the fact that we still didn't lose the game, we're unbeaten. We've lost 1 game all season. Give credit where it's due, because that first half was horrible. Until Caicedo got sent off, mate, we had our worst game of the season. It was not going the way we wanted it to. Arteta, we sort of, the occasion, I don't know what happened, but we didn't turn up at all. I don't know. We wanted to win the game, but we just couldn't find our way, and Chelsea was just too confident and maybe overconfident with the challenges that they were doing. And on another day, Cucurella gets sent off as well, and we're playing against 9 men. But they've got to come to the Emirates Stadium, and we'll show them. We'll show them who the real Team of London are. By then, hopefully, we're on a more of a 5-point lead gap, and they know who's bringing that title home. So yeah, that's the reaction, man. It was a massive game, but now hopefully we can chill out a bit and then take it easy against Brentford, and then keep going on a run this December.